or for a hot meal, or to dry your socks and your boots after a long, muddy day of hiking. So let's talk campfires and remember what we all learned from Smokey the Bear. Only you can prevent forest fires. The rules are as follows. Fires are completely prohibited in the eastern and central high peaks wilderness and above 4,000 feet throughout the Adirondacks. So again, in terms of the high peaks, some campsites in the Sewards and Santanoni ranges do already have pre-existing fire pits, but that's about it. So any other high peak area or campsite, fires are prohibited. And fires should only be built in existing fire pits or fireplaces if provided. Most lean-tos do have fire pits in pretty much all other places in the Adirondacks outside the high peaks, as well as most campsites. Not all, but most. Use only dead and down wood for fires. Cutting standing trees is prohibited. And it also won't burn very well, so there's that as well. And fun fact, and important, did you know that by law, campwood cannot be burned more than 50 miles from where it was cut down? So if you are coming up here to do some camping from somewhere else and you're planning to bring a few logs with you, don't. The wood must come from within 50 miles of your campsite. And there's plenty of places along the sides of the road with people selling campwood. Another note about campfires, they must be less than 3 feet in height and 4 feet in diameter. So don't be out there making a giant bonfire. Just a nice, lovely little campfire. And this should go without saying, but extinguish all fires with water and stir the ashes until they're cold to the touch. And put your fire out before you go to sleep. Do not build fires in any areas marked by a no fires disc. Should be common sense, but it's not, now you know. Only charcoal or untreated wood can be used as fuel. And build campfires away from overhanging branches, steep slopes, dry leaves and grass, and rotten stumps or logs. Let's not start a forest fire, right, people? Speaking of that, scrape away litter, duff, and any burnable material within a 10-foot diameter circle of the fire. Once again, let's avoid those forest fires. It only takes one little ember to start a forest fire. And finally, carry out what you carry in. And for the love of God, stop throwing your trash and your cans into the fire pit to burn. They never burn. And now they're going to sit there forever, half burnt until some good Samaritan hauls out your burnt trash. I can't tell you how many burned cans I found along the Northville-Placid Trail in the campfire pits. Terrible. Just bring them with you, people. Well, my goal for this episode was to keep it short and sweet, so I think that's as good a place as any to wrap up this special episode on the camping and campfire rules and regulations here in the Adirondacks. I hope it was an enlightening few minutes of your time, or at least a good refresher on information you may have already known. These rules and regulations were compiled straight from the New York State DEC website as well. So head over there to reference any of this information again, or just listen to the podcast again with a pen and paper. I hope the next time you head out into the backcountry for a weekend of camping in the wilderness, you will remember these rules and regulations, ones that are quite easy to follow, and I hope you'll have a fantastic time in the woods. And if you know somebody coming up to the Adirondacks for the first time, why don't you send them this podcast episode? Give them a little course on rules and regulations and what you can and cannot do out in the woods. But thanks for listening to another episode of the 46 of 46 podcast. Check back next week for new mountains, new stories, new guests, and new episodes on Fridays. Whenever I can, anyways. If you have a minute, head over to 46of46.com or pick up a shirt or sticker and support the podcast at 46of46store.com. And remember to always leave no trace, do the rock walk, and if you carry it in, carry it out. And that includes those cans you tried burning in your campfire, which you made only in a designated campfire pit outside of the eastern and central high peaks wilderness, right? Of course. See you on the trails, everybody. Hey everyone, thanks again for listening to another episode of the 46 of 46 podcast. It's time to announce the winners of the 46 of 46 200K giveaway. Thanks to everyone who entered the giveaway. There was well over 100 entries in total. And thanks to everyone who has listened to one episode or all of them. It's truly an amazing thing that you all deem my show worthy of your time, and for that I thank you very much for the support, and I hope it brings you joy as well. Before I pick the winners, I want to give a big shout out to all the companies and people who have supported this podcast and contributed to the giveaway, such as Evan at Pure Adirondacks, Jesse at Recess Coffee, Tara and Crew Outdoors, Jonathan of Jonathan Zaharic Photography, one of the best photographers in the Adirondacks, and Ellen at Eastern Mountain Sports. But let's get to it. The winner of the 12x16 Old Keene Barn print, a print that I love from Pure Adirondacks, is going to Jim Stagniti. I see in your entry that you just moved to Wilmington and you're now running a bed and breakfast. So what better place than to hang up this classic 80K image and from a company run by a Wilmington native. So congrats, Jim Stagniti, 12x16 Old Keene Barn from Pure Adirondacks. Now for a 12x18 High Peaks print showcasing the changing of the seasons of the McIntyre Range from Jonathan Zaharic Photography with a frame donated by the Lake Placid Niner. And this is one of my favorite pictures Jonathan has ever taken. I'll need to get this print myself as well. I just love looking at it. But the winner is Dronks Subs, Instagram name 40DrexR. All right, your entry made me laugh out loud. It was quite funny. I appreciate it. And yeah, you are the winner of the 12x18 High Peaks print. All right, continuing on now. Now for a 46 of 46 army green and black mesh hat sporting the view from Mount Joe, just like the one I'm always wearing, is going to Nicole, Instagram name 38EVA, 38EVA. Congratulations, you're the winner of the 46 of 46 hat. And finally, the prize number one, a 25-liter EMS sector backpack from EMS. It's a perfect bag for a day hike, and it's the same backpack that I always use for quick day hikes. And the winner is Shane, and her Instagram name is the PB Lady. All right, you are the winner of the 25-liter EMS sector backpack. Very cool, and I'm even going to draw 3 more winners because who doesn't love winning stuff? And that's just what we do here at the 4646 podcast. Of course, when I say we, I mean me because it's just me. But, let's get some more prizes moving because I got some more stuff to give away. All right, a copy of Eric Schlimmer's new Northville-Placid Trail book entitled From Northville to Placid, Place Names of New York's Oldest Long Trail, with the foreword written by yours truly, is going to Chris Cross, Instagram name Kringle24 with a K. Something tells me his name is not Chris Cross. If so, awesome. But Instagram name Kringle24. You are the winner of Eric Schlimmer's Northville-Placid Trail book. And now from Recess Coffee, we have 1 box of steeped packs, Campfire Blend steeped packs, which is a perfect, easy coffee option designed for backpacking, made right here in upstate New York by Adirondack hikers. And that is going to Liz Grove, Instagram name Short Stack in the Dax. And finally, a filtered water bottle from Crew Outdoors is heading to John, Instagram name Big Iron Backpacking. All right, that will do it. There it is. Congratulations to the winners and thanks to everybody for entering. If you did win, please send me an email with your mailing address to 46of46podcast@gmail.com. Thanks, everyone, and stay tuned in the coming weeks for some spooky October fun here on the 46 of 46 podcast. The October sessions are coming. And of course, there will be more Adirondack Bigfoot episodes, so don't you worry. Thanks, and have a great week, everyone.